stress and a lot of diseases in our let me see, in our body, in our modern society. Second characteristic is it has alkaline pH, and the third thing is microstructure, which helps us detoxify. Okay, can you guys see that slide? Okay.
Yes, yes, perfect.
Good? Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so let's go into the first characteristic here. So you have let's see here. So you have antioxidation, right? Antioxidants. So we know that things age. A natural part of being alive is understanding aging. What we want to do is we want to slow down the aging process. So you have to understand what causes us aging, right? So free radicals, this guy in the middle here, this unhappy guy here, is a free radical. So he's basically an unpaired electron. And so a free radical is going to oxidize because it's going to steal an electron from a happy atom here and make himself happy. But over here on the left side, make another free radical. So what we have here is we have an antioxidant, something that is electron rich, and then can donate an extra electron and make everyone happy. So our cells stay happy and we don't age fast, right? I'm 50 years old. And I'm still able to do many of the things that my friends cannot do because I have slowed down my aging process, slowed down my oxidative stress, okay? And so since this is electrical, we can measure it, okay? So if you drink something that has a negative charge, and I'll measure this negative charge in negative millivolts, I have this meter called the oxidation reduction potential meter. And so if you measure something that's a negative charge, it has antioxidants that are potent to protecting and healing you, right? So that's going to keep you younger and more active longer. If you drink something that's positive charge, that's going to steal your electrons. That's going to cause you to age and cause you to have many diseases. Okay, so just remember we're looking for something that's negative charge. Okay, so I'm going to stop share here. And then I'm gonna show you guys. Hopefully you can see this okay. You got 4 cups, okay? And then first one I'm gonna pour out is I'm gonna pour out the Kangen water, okay? So I got this from my machine downstairs. I'm just gonna pour some out here. Can you guys see that okay? Hopefully it's coming through. Okay, that's one's the Kangen water there. There we go. Is that good?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Second one is tap water. Okay, tap water over here. Okay. And the third one I'll do is I'll do a bottled water, Dasani. This is made by Coca-Cola, but you can use pretty much any bottled water. It's a big market out there. And the last one I'll do is soda pop. Okay, so any kind of, I know when I went to India a couple of years ago, people were using Coca-Cola to clean the toilet, right? People use Coca-Cola to clean the toilet because it's so acidic, right? And so you know, I think if you drink a lot of soda pop, you're going to have a lot of health issues, obviously. So this is the ORP meter. Let me undo this part here. Okay. So right now I'm measuring the air. The air is a positive reading. So it's very oxidative. Air has oxygen. Oxygen oxidizes. Okay. So if you drink something that's a negative charge over here, you see that? So this is an antioxidant drink. This thing has electricity that you can donate to free radicals, right? And get those free radicals out. But if you drink tap water here, you notice it goes positive right away, right? So this is very oxidizing. Tap water in particular has a lot of chemicals in it because they're trying to kill germs, giardia, you know, cholera and things like that, right? So it's very oxidizing, very aging. So it's completely opposite. And then this is bottled water, even more oxidizing because of all the plastic, all the chemicals that come off into the water. right? So this is very oxidizing, very aging water. And the last one here is soda pop. This is Sprite, very high in chemicals, very high in sugar, very high in acid, right? So all we need to do, I'm gonna rinse this out here. All we need to do is basically select, make a better choice out of our drinking water. I mean, out of our water, right? So this is a negative charged drink. This is an antioxidant drink, okay? So that's a pretty easy explanation there. So the more antioxidants that you have in your body, the longer you'll live, basically. You know, so the less disease that you'll have. Okay. All right. So let me go back to the share here. Share screen. Okay. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay.
Perfect, brother. Sir.
Okay, good.
Go ahead.
All right, so yeah, so we definitely want something that's antioxidant because we want to preserve our health, right? Okay, so the next property is alkaline pH. Okay, so this is very critical because our body is mostly is all cells. So we have 50 to 100,000 cells, 50 to 100 trillion cells, right? And so those cells are all full of water, right? But what happens is we start eating processed food, modern food, and it's very acidic. Well, if we eat lots of vegetables, then we can maintain our pH balance. But over time, we have shifted the balance because of our modern food over into an acidic lifestyle, right? So this is a pH meter, okay? So it actually goes from 0 to 14, and 7 is neutral. Tap water is usually neutral. And our blood on the bottom there in the middle is usually 7.365 pH. So 7 days a week, 365 days a year, your blood is 7.365. And it does that because you are supposed to eat the fruits and vegetables on the right-hand side, right? That allow us to get the vitamins and minerals to maintain a high pH, okay? And this is healthy on the right side. But, you know, in America and probably India too, there's a lot of fast food and preservatives in our food. And so the food is very acidic. And so I'm going to measure the pH here. So if you drink something that's acidic, it's going to be yellow and orange. If you drink something that's alkaline, it's going to be blue and purple. Okay. So let me stop share here. Okay. So what I have here is a pH meter. I mean, not pH meter, pH drops. Okay. This is a pheno red and pheno blue. Okay. So if you drink something that's healthy for you, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you drink something that's healthy for you, it's going to healthy for your body, help you maintain your pH. It's going to be alkaline over here. Okay, and this is made with electricity. It's not made with chemicals. There are many other pH water drinks made with calcium carbonate, magnesium sulfite, all sorts of things, all sorts of chemicals that's going to cause a lot of kidney issues. So tap water is neutral. Tap water, this one is probably a greenish, like 6.5, 7. Okay, and then bottled water is also acidic, right? And then soda pop, Sprite, soda pop is very acidic. And so when you select the different drinks that you drink throughout the day, you have to be very careful what you choose. If you drink more of this soda pop, it's not going to change your body. It's actually acid plus acid equals more acid, right? And same thing with bottled water and tap water, right? So this is tap water here. So if you drink more of this, it's not going to change, right? And so we ask people to just change their water. We take them to, instead of drinking all this bottled water in plastic, just drink Kangen water, right? So I'm going to drink some of it now. So if your body is acidic, you have acid reflux or gout or something like that, symptoms of acid, you just change your water and it changes you, right? Same thing with tap water. Tap water, if you just change your tap water into Kangen water, over time, over weeks, over several months, it's going to change your body. But if you notice here, this does not change because it's too strong. Okay, so This is probably the easiest thing that you can do, much easier than changing your diet, obviously, right? Because you're 3/4 water. But you know, so you have to be very careful of this stuff, because even though it's diluted out, you know, it's so strong that if you take a little bit of this beverage here, you're going to shift your pH back into an acid state, right? So you very rapidly destroy the balance, the very pH balance that is needed to do a lot of your chemical reactions in your body, right? So let me go back here and go back to sharing this screen here. Okay, so this is very critical for us to help our children, help our family, help our friends understand this concept that, you know, health is often a choice, and sometimes we make bad choices in life, and we get the results, the bad results. And so just by being aware of the pH load on the system, how much we stress the system out, right? And so we want to be on the right hand side, we want to be on the alkaline side as opposed to the acidic side. Okay. I won't go into all the chlorine. There's a lot of chemicals in our water, but all these chemicals essentially kill bacteria and viruses and germs inside our gut. Those bacteria and things like that help us break down the food. So if you're killing all the bacteria in your gut, pretty soon you have no immune system, because 80% of your immune system is located in your gut, in your digestive tract. And so we're getting a lot of chemicals into the body, right? And we need to get these chemicals that kill our bacteria, our good bacteria, out of our body. And that's a process of detoxification, right? So I won't go into, well, the machine makes 5 different types of water that can be used for different things, but we'll go into that a little bit later here. So there's chemicals in our food, not just our water, but there's chemicals in our food. And we have to get these pesticides and things out of our food, out of our diet, out of our home, right? So I'm going to go into microstructure here. And so how our technology works in getting rid of these chemicals is we shock the water. Water is a very, you know, like tap water over here. Remember we had the positive charge? So we take this water, we filter it, and then we send it into these this engine within the machine, within the Kangen machine, that has high quality medical grade titanium and platinum, right? And then we're able to shock the water, and then we come up with water, Kangen water, that has a negative charge that we measured, and it's been microstructured, right? So basically we broke this large structure into smaller water molecules. You know, instead of a cluster of 15 to 25, now we have a cluster of 6 to 8, right? And the great advantage of having that smaller structure of water is that you can go into your cells here, and you can actually clean the cells, the toxins within the cells, more efficiently than you can with regular water. Okay, so let me show you that in person here. Stop share. Okay, so I'm going to take another 4 cups here. And what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to show you with the tea bag. So this is some Yamamoto Genmai cha tea. Okay, and so pretend this is your head, your neck, and your body. Okay, and your body has a lot of chemicals from the food and from the pollution, air pollution, water pollution, chemicals you use around the house. So you need to pull those chemicals out. Okay, and so if you use something like tap water, okay, can you pull, because in here is plant cells, not human cells, okay? If you pull those, can you pull the chemicals out? You can't, unless you boil the water. When you boil the water, you restructure the water, and then you start to pull. You can actually absorb and get it into the plant cells in this case, and pull the tea, the essential oils out, okay? And so if you, not much is coming out. If you just switch your water into Kangen water, okay, you'll be able to pull those toxins out. Now this is cold, This isn't boiled water. We just shocked it with the electricity, okay? Okay, so now I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna just squeeze a little bit here. So we got the equal amount of tea. You guys see we have equal amount of tea in each cup here? Okay, so I'm gonna do, one, I'm gonna do tap water, okay, and bottled water. And the other one, I'm gonna use Kangen water, okay? So we'll see if they hydrate, if they can detoxify your body at the same rate or not, okay? So. Big difference. This, you're paying for plastic water that's not restructured. This, you're buying, you buy the machine, but then you make this for the rest of your life for free, right? Essentially, and then you protect your body from aging. You protect your body from chemicals. Okay, so if you notice here, there's two different outcomes. This is regular water, and you can see there's a little bit of tea in here, right? But the cells are not, the water here is not going into the cell. The water is just on the outside, okay? But if you change your water, okay, if you add more water, it's gonna get lighter and lighter in color, right? So let's add some Kangen water, okay? So if you want to detox your body, you just have to change your water. See, now the tea comes out. Now the tea comes out because this is a restructured water. These two are not the same. Clearly not the same because they have different properties, different rates of absorption. Okay, so, and then this is a very, very advantageous for us to use this for our society to help us detox, right? Because, let me go back here to share screen, because this is one of the root problems with our society. We have so many chemicals, chemicals that we use to clean the house, chemicals on our food, chemicals everywhere. And so, we're having a lot of health issues, and the pollution of the planet is a major issue. And so as the planet becomes more polluted, then our cells become more polluted. And if our cells become more polluted, we age faster. And it's very simple, right? And so this is a study from the American Diabetes Association. You see the blue line is billions of kilograms of chemicals being produced every year, every decade, right? And the red line is how much diabetes there is. So diabetes is not a sugar disease. Diabetes is a chemical acid disease, right? And so if we cannot understand what is the true cause of something, then we'll be stuck. We'll be stuck having these issues. Right? Chemicals are in the environment, and then they come into our body via our skin, our breathing, our eating, and then they attack they attack certain tissues, fatty tissue, pancreas, liver, brain, right? And then what we have is the result. We have the toxicity as a result, right? And so if we can understand this, then we can actually prevent a lot of these chronic illnesses. Okay, so that's my 10-minute demo. And so maybe we can go into a Q&A session here. Okay.
First of all, I wanted to congratulate Brother Sam, and you added a lot into my demo. So I have been learned a lot from you. So today I was doing the demo from last 1 year, but you added something new. So now really thankful. We are thankful for your demonstration. And guys, if you have any question, please write down first on the chat. If that is able, because might be some questions which we cannot ask, because some relevant question only we can ask. So we cannot take all the questions. So please put on the chat. If we will think that is a relevant question, so we will definitely go from the Sam brother. He will definitely right away answer with that with your question. So you can also raise your hand.
Okay. Yeah, it's let's see. Did they type it into the chat? You guys want to read off the first question or anything there?
And एक चीज और भी है, यहाँ पे कोई ऐसा है जो इंग्लिश में नहीं पूछ सकता, दैट इज नॉट, आपको कोई आंसर नहीं है, आप हिंदी में पूछे, हम लोग ट्रांसलेट कर देंगे, हम लोग उसको बता देंगे. तो किसी का हिंदी में क्वेश्चन है, प्लीज हैंड रेज करें, आप हिंदी में बात करें, हम लोग ट्रांसलेट करके ब्रदर सैम को वो क्वेश्चन पास आउट कर देंगे। तो आप लोग हैंड रेज कर सकते हैं, कोई इशू नहीं है। या फिर आप लोग हिंदी में ही चैट में भी टाइप कर सकते हैं कोई क्वेश्चंस अगर आपके हैं तो। इन द मीन वाइल जो एक चीज और भी ऐड करना चाहूंगा, क्वेश्चंस जो भी आप पूछ सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि जो डेमो हुआ है उससे रिगार्डिंग ही आपका कोई भी रिलेटेड टू द कैंगन अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चंस है तो आप प्लीज पूछ सकते हैं उसको। बिकॉज आज मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि शायद आज से पहले हम लोगों ने किसी भी ऐसे 20 decades he has been research on the 2 decades that means 20 years। सो 20 साल इन्होंने इसी फील्ड में स्टडी किया है। डेफिनेटली ये बहुत कुछ ऐड करेंगे हमारे जो भी हमारा क्वेश्चन होगा उसमें, डेफिनेटली बहुत ही अच्छा हमको रिजल्ट मिलेगा उसमें।
So Himanshu, I want to add something, and I would like to thanks to Sam bro. He has done a very fantastic 10-minute short demo. So we have learned a lot. So guys, if you want to talk to Sam Trent directly, you can do your hand raise. Then you can talk directly. Otherwise, you can type your question on chat. So,
yeah. So what? Let me ask you guys a question. What has been the biggest challenge as far as sharing this technology with with someone that's a scientist or someone that's in medicine? So what's been the biggest challenge for you guys?
Brother, whatever I haven't faced so far, whenever I haven't visited to any medical practitioner, see, he is right now not believing on this kind of technology. So they are, telling that this is the foreign company and they are only here to earn the money. So people might be, and second challenge is like we are in the direct selling, so they think this is the price is too high and that kind of thing. So
okay. Yeah, so when because being sick is very expensive, right? Being healthy is actually pretty cheap. It doesn't cost very much to be healthy. It takes an investment. It takes some commitment to being healthy. Being sick, I think, is the default. You eat junk food, you drink a lot of alcohol, you drink a lot of soda pop, you eat bad food. It's very easy to get sick. But to be healthy, you have to think a little bit different than everyone else. You have to make an investment. You have to be conscious about what you eat and drink.
Brother, please give us any idea to prospect like medical practitioner and like chemist, like we can say the pharma field persons who is working in the pharma and who is as a doctor, laboratories and pharmacist. So how we can approach them into this business?
Yeah.
Please give us
so I talk to doctors and nurses, and I tell them, I ask them what they want for their own health. Do they want to stay healthy or do they want treatment after they get sick? It's a personal question, right? Because everyone will get sick and die. Hopefully 80, 90, 100 years old. Everyone will get sick and die. We don't live forever. Even though I drink a lot of Kangen water, I'm not going to live to 200 years old. Probably the maximum is probably 80, 90, 100 years old. If we're lucky, 100 years old, right? But what I want personally for myself as a scientist, as a pharmaceutical scientist, I want to live a long, healthy life. I want to, during the winter, it's almost winter here, I ski and I snowboard. I still play basketball. I still skateboard. I surf. I do a lot of sports. And for me to do a lot of sports, I have to have a good function in my muscles, in my joints, in my brain, in my legs. If I don't have good function, then I get really old really fast, right? And so this is what I want for myself.
But in the meanwhile, we are, people are going to ask the questions. Can you give us the short, your introduction, like how you came into the Kangen business and what was your journey till now?
Yeah, so I was working at Amgen, and I was really getting burned out. I was working for so many years, making a good salary, but I wasn't happy. And I didn't like to go to work on Monday, and every Friday I was very excited about the weekend, right? And I said, this is kind of strange because I'm already doing my career. I wanted to become a cancer researcher. I'm already doing that. I wanted to work for a big company, right? Because it's safer to work for a big company and make a lot of money, right? But I wasn't satisfied because I wasn't making a difference in the world. All I was doing was helping to come up with another drug, right? The world already has a lot of drugs. We don't need more drugs. We don't need more shots. We don't need more pills. What we need is we need a cure. We need less diseases, right? But so there's this tidal wave, this tsunami of sickness. You know, that's why all the children have diabetes and lots of childhood cancer. So I said, I was kind of sad that, but because I dedicate my life to that kind of work, it wasn't making it any better. So my friend asked me, so I had quit my career because I was so frustrated. And so my friend, my Japanese friend asked me, you know, Sam, you used to be a scientist, right? Can you look at this project and then can you do research? And then can you help me explain it to some people? And so I did my research, and I'm going to share something with you guys. This was a paper. This was the research paper here that that opened my eyes. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah. So write
on
down that article. Okay. Advanced research on the health benefits of reduced water. Okay, by Shirihata. So Japanese researchers. Okay. So it said in Japan, research on functional water, especially reduced water, is developing at a rapid pace. Reduced water, such as electrochemically reduced water (ERW), that's what Kengen is, and naturally reduced water can scavenge reactive oxygen species in culture cells. Reduced waters are expected to have preventive and positive effects on oxidative stress disease such as diabetes, right? Cancer, arteriosclerosis, neurodegenerative disease, and side effects of hemodialysis, so kidney issues, right? And I said, wow, that's pretty amazing stuff. And so I started to look at the mechanism of action. How does it actually work? You know, so when you share this paper with anyone that's scientific, you know, they can look for themselves. How does this actually work? If they want to get into the depths of it, right? Get into the how platinum nanoparticles help get rid of reactive oxygen species, ROS. Okay, so but what really intrigued me was this chart down here. So this chart right here. Let's see if I can download a bigger chart here. Download a bigger chart. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, yeah, superb.
Okay. So anti-diabetes here, anti-cancer, lifespan, longer lifespan. So reactive oxygen species scavenging, so it gets rid of these free radicals, protect neurodegenerative, protect brain and nerve issues, protect blood vessels, arteriosclerosis, hardening of the blood vessels, all sorts of things. And me personally, I used to have allergies. You know, during the spring, I would start sneezing a lot. And so my allergies went away. And so, you know, and occasionally, once in a while, I drink a beer, right? And so I don't, and then down here it says anti-hangover effect. These are easy to test, right? So this is what got me originally started. But, you know, we have to be able to answer the questions. But I know that most of the people in Enagic are not scientists, but this is a scientifically sound principle. Water.
Brother, can you share us this link over there? Can you copy and paste on the chat box the link?
Oh yeah,
which
sure.
is open, please.
Sure. Okay, let me copy this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can look this up on Google or anything like that.
Yeah, might be, but this is the correct page. Whether you can, take the printout and.
Yeah, there. Okay, let me type it in here. Okay, there it goes. You guys got it?
Yeah, thanks.
So click on that link and then save that paper. And so for anyone who's technical, anyone who's academic, anyone who's in science, you know, this is their life insurance. If they do not protect their own life, they will pay a lot of money after they lose their health to try and get their health back. And I guarantee you it's very expensive and it doesn't work very well and it has side effects because treatment always has side effects. So even if this was a treatment, right? And I use this as a treatment for myself. What are the side effects of this treatment? I go to the bathroom more, right? Right? What else? My skin looks better, so I don't have any wrinkles.
Weight
The
loss.
side effects, maybe I don't eat as much because I drink so much water, right? And I don't buy so much chemicals and plastic, right? So those are the side effects. Our side effects are positive, not negative side effects.
So, brother, can I ask you one thing more? And what was the top 5 questions which you have been faced when you were went for the demonstration?
What's that? Can you
What was the
repeat the question?
What was the top 5 questions? Yeah, what was the common questions which you have been faced on the time whether you are going for the demonstration?
Yeah, I think the top objection is probably price, right? And then the second one is probably is it real? Is it really scientific? Is it true? The third probably question is this an MLM or is something like that?
Everywhere the same question.
Yeah. So everywhere the same question because it's hard. The reason why it's hard to believe because we have been brainwashed. We've been brainwashed by Western medicine. So you guys are in India. And it's you guys have a Ayurvedic medicine. How old is that? Thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
5, 10,000. I don't know. A long time. How old is Western medicine? 100 years, right? And in 100 years, they make a lot of profit, but no cures, 0 cures, right? Lots of pills, lots of shots, lots of surgery, lots of intervention, lots of procedures, lots of whatever, cut this out, cut this in, changing parts in 100 years. Any cures? 0. Right. And so then on the other hand, for thousands of years, people have, drinking tea, using flowers, roots, certain herbs, very natural, very easy things. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'd rather drink tea. I'd rather use my food and water as medicine than go into the hospital. I mean, the doctors and nurses, they're very nice. But I don't want to use those very nice and expensive procedures. I'd rather use something simple, right? And so it's a personal decision. It's a personal choice. And so we've been programmed by Western medicine to think that it knows everything. If Western medicine knows how to be healthy, then how come the Western countries are so sick? True?
Very true, very true. So
Right.
Santosh sir is going to ask you a few questions from the chat.
Sam, some people want to talk to you, so I'm unmuting them, and there is some question also. So there is one 6A member. His name is Abhishek. So he raised his hand. So I am allowing him. Abhishek ji, you can. I am unmuting you.
Yeah. Hi Sam, very good evening. This is Abhishek here. So thank you so much for your valuable input. And Sam, I have a question which I have come across with a few doctors, and I don't have any answer for this. Because of doctors usually say too much of alkalinity is also harmful for our health, because the normal pH of our blood is approximately 7.35. And if we drink too much of alkaline water, then the alkaline pH of the blood might increase, and that is also very harmful for our health. So what is the answer for this particular question?
Okay, so do we have a lot of problems in our society with people being sick from too much alkalinity, right? Which one is the bigger problem? Too much alkalinity in people or too much acid in people? Which one is the bigger problem? The bigger problem is too much
obviously
acid,
is acidic. Yeah.
right? So it's acid, like everyone's acid reflux, everyone has gout, diabetes, too much acid. So how many people walking around with alkaline problem? Too much alkaline. They dying from alkaline. Zero. Right? So I rather fix the big problem than fix a problem that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Right?
What about one of my doctor recently told me, okay, fine. I understand. I also told him this part that every day in our food and everything we are taking the acid input is much more rather than the alkaline intake. So, but he was telling, okay, fine. I start drinking fine water. But what about after 5 years or after 10 years? If I continue drinking this water, and there might be a situation called alkalosis. So why then how we will tackle that?
It probably won't happen because
Abhishek
this,
ji, we can't hear you properly. I think voice is
and
broken.
So Santosh,
yes, I can hear.
Hello.
I can hear. Yeah.
Santosh,
So-
we can hear you. We can hear you, Abhishek ji.
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, so here's the thing. This is made with electricity. This is made with water and electricity. Okay. This is made with chemicals. Okay. So if you look at the ingredients on here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh no, here, let me see. So ingredients, purified water, what is it? Potassium bicarbonate, magnesium, what is it? Something here. Let me see if I can take a picture. Right, but these ones have chemicals added to make the high pH. This one we use water. We use electricity. This one will probably cause some kidney issues because it's in plastic and chemicals, right? And so after 5 years, I'd rather be on electricity because if you have too much electricity, shake someone's hand or walk barefoot, the electricity will go away, right? But if you have too many chemicals, you're gonna have to get those chemicals out, okay? And if you drink this, you're gonna get too much acid plus plastic, okay? This is bad for the environment. This is also bad for your body, right? So it's a matter of, you know, so all these people that object, they only object for the price, right? So they think being sick is cheaper than being healthy. Okay. And so those people who need to live life, they need to have a crisis. They need to go to the hospital. Someone in their family needs to die before they understand that health is very important. And so that's why, you know, see on the back of my head here, you see that? The scar? So I have a scar on the back of my head because I was so intelligent, but not very much common sense. Okay, so very educated people they have a lot of degrees. You know, my whole family is medical, right? Very intelligent people, but zero common sense. Okay, and so when they object to you for money, then you can tell them, well, this is the cheapest way to stay healthy. And if it's too expensive, right, you can give them a loan. give them a loan and see you know, give them some water. You know, they need to borrow money from you, they can take out a loan, right? But if they don't believe you, that's going to be a bigger problem, right? If they don't believe you, then they can believe the doctors, they can believe the hospital, they can believe the surgeon, right? And it's okay, right? It's okay to let, and because they cannot believe in simple because they work in a complicated society, they work in a complicated job. So simple is they don't believe. No one believes in simple, right?
Brother, can you go through on the chat box? One of my friend, he is from the Bangalore, and he have been answered this question. So can you check this is the correct? He's saying electrolyzed reduced water does not induce alkalosis. It combats metabolic. Can you check it? It is correct.
Yeah. It combats metabolic acidosis. Chemically made alkaline water is bad for the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is made of chemicals. This is high pH of chemicals.
Okay.
This is high pH with electricity, right? Different things. Okay. And so so let me share something with you guys here. This might help. Let me share screen with you guys here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here. So hang on here. So let me make this bigger. Is it going? There it is. Okay. Can you guys see that okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is what's going on inside the machine, okay? So what we're doing is we have charged the water with electricity. You have a negative charge on the right side, and on the left side, you have a positive charge, okay? So when you have minerals that your body needs, like iron, sodium, calcium, magnesium, potassium, does your body need those to function? Yes, it does, okay? So what we are doing is we are pulling those ions, these positively charged minerals, onto the negative plate, okay? And then that water goes out as a Kangen water, okay? And on the opposite side, we have on the left side here, we have a positive plate, and we're pulling chlorine, nitrates, nitrites, sulfates, sulfites, fluoride, whatever other impurities in your water to this plate, and this goes out to acid water. Okay, so this is the process of electrolysis. This is what Mother Nature does to clean the earth. We just packaged it. The Japanese just packaged it, right? So this is very critical for us to learn how to how to explain this. And but I don't really talk a lot about this because it's too much science, right? I tell people, hey, you should change your diet, but that's a little harder to do. But if you can't change your diet, can you change your water? If you can't change your water, then I don't know if there's anything easier, right? Changing your water is just a little bit harder than breathing, and everyone can breathe, hopefully, right? If you can't breathe, you're not alive, okay? But if you don't drink this water, your experience in a human body will not be very enjoyable, right? And so we all know that as distributors, we all know that because I know this as a scientist. If I start drinking too much of this, I become diabetic, right? If I drink a lot of this, my blood sugar goes down. You can measure it every morning, right? If I drink a lot of this, right, I'm also polluting the planet. So this is and it costs money, plus my body's getting full of plastic and acid, right? So that's quite an issue. So, but scientific, it's a sound principle. It's very simple. And so what I do is I recommend that you guys don't chase people that are not ready. You don't have to chase people, right? They will come to you when they are ready. But don't waste your time chasing people that are not ready. When they're ready, when they have the scar on their head or when they go to the emergency room, they will become ready. But before that, you don't need to chase them. Okay?
So this is the mantra of this meeting. So don't chase the people. So wait for the time. Just give them information. So
Yeah.
Abhishek, do you have any other question?
No, I don't have.
Okay, Santosh, sir, over to you.
So what else you guys have here? So
संतोष सर प्लीज मोबाइल से डिस्कनेक्ट कर दीजिए, वो इको हो रहा है.
Okay. Is there some scientific anatomical explanation of Kangen water effects on serious skin conditions like psoriasis? Yeah, okay. So there's a echo somewhere here, guys. So someone needs to mute. Okay, so I'm going to share something with you guys here. So share screen again. Okay. I'm going to share this screen here. Okay. So you guys see this? Can you guys see this okay?
Perfect, perfect.
Okay. So we have to stop thinking about treating a disease. We do not treat disease. We get rid of toxins. The body can heal itself. Medicine cannot cure people. Medicine treats people. There's a big difference. Okay. So what I do and what we all do with this water is we help people detoxify their body. Okay. So toxins come into the body here via the left side. They enter through our lungs, our skin, our gut, what we eat, right? And these toxins are all processed in the liver. And then what happens is the toxins exit the body on the right side. They exit the body via the skin, right? Via sweat, the kidneys, via urine, colon, via feces, right? And then lung, we exhale waste product, right? And so what happens if there's too much toxins coming into the body, right? So let me see if I can. Okay, so if toxins, excess toxins get stored in tissues, right? On the bottom here, it says fat soluble toxins on the left are stored in your fat cells. They're stored into your bone marrow, your liver, your central nervous system, right? Your nerves. And water soluble toxins on the right hand side are stored in your joints, your blood, your tissues, and muscles. And so these are the toxins that we have to get out, right? And so at the very bottom here, you have the side effects of and signs of toxicity. You have acne, skin rashes, right? And that's what psoriasis is. Psoriasis is a skin rash, okay? And so hopefully you guys can see that still. Oh, hang on here. Let me see if I can. Okay. You have cardiovascular disease, chronic fatigue, constipation, diabetes, diarrhea, fibromyalgia, cancer, headaches, all sorts of things, right? And so it's quite an issue for us to deal with. And the side effects is what you take your medication for. Well, why take this the medication for the side effects of toxicity? Why not just eliminate the chemicals that cause our toxicity? And that is what we're doing. We're helping people detox, right? Just more effectively. Okay. So so we have to step away from trying to answer people's skin problems and diseases, because we don't cure diseases. I let the doctors worry about disease. I don't want to know diseases. I don't want to become a disease expert. I want to become a health expert. Becoming a disease expert is a waste of my time, right? No one wants to become a disease expert. All right, that's the person I don't want to visit, right? I want to visit a health expert, you know? And so, you know, I'm 50 and my friends are like, wow, you don't look 50. I used to have wrinkles right here, guys. I used to have a lot of wrinkles and a lot of stress, a lot of wrinkles up here too, because science is very stressful, because science doesn't work, right? If science worked, wouldn't we be all healthy? Right? If science is working so well, how come the planet's so polluted? How come all the children, you know, the children have diabetes and cancer? After spending trillions and billions and trillions of dollars every year on health, how come we're not healthy? Right? Because it's a business. And so I'm in business too. I'm in the business of keeping people healthy. And some people would say, oh no, I don't believe in that business. Then go to the business that treats you when you get sick. It's okay. It's all business, right? But personally, what do I want to do? I want to stay healthy. I don't want surgery. I don't want treatment. I don't want prescription or subscription, whatever they call it, right? I don't want that. I just want to live a simple, clean, happy life. That's it.
Brother, we
Right.
have one question on the chat box that is
Yes.
asked by Mr. Amandeep Bhalla, and he's asking, what is the Kangen water benefit on the Parkinson disease?
Can you repeat that? I lost you for a little bit there.
What is the Kangen water benefit on the Parkinson's disease?
See, but So what is the cause of Parkinson's disease?
Wow.
Right? So research says it's plaques in the brain, right? It's certain proteins, some amyloid proteins in the brain, right? So how do you clean the brain? You want to open that up and do surgery? No, that's too risky. So for me, I use my brain. I do puzzles. I solve a lot of big puzzles, right? I fix a lot of things. I use my brain. Plus, I get the chemicals out that cause Parkinson's. You don't treat Parkinson's. There is no cure.
Okay.
You don't get Parkinson's. That's the cure. You don't get it in the first place. If you get it, it's too late. Right? And so and it's very easy to do, get the chemicals out that cause Parkinson's disease, right? So you know how we're looking for a cure for diabetes, right? What causes diabetes? We don't have enough medicine. We don't have enough insulin, right? You have to get these chemicals that cause the oxidative stress, that cause the acidic stress, that cause the toxicity. You have to get the chemicals out, right? That's the cure. Because Western medicine doesn't cure. It's illegal to cure. If you say you cure something, they will shut you down. So we don't cure. We detox. And when you detox, your body is healthy and not sick, right?
Detoxification of body is all solution for almost all problem, I think. Sam?
Yeah, for sure. You know?
Yeah. And Sam, one thing I want to ask, for adult, how much water one should drink in a day?
Yeah, so I drink about 2 of these. This is a 40 ounce, so I drink about 80 ounces a day, but you should drink half your body weight in ounces. So let's say 100-pound person, they should drink about 50 ounces. Okay, a 200-pound person, they should drink about 100 ounces. So about half your body weight in ounces, but if you drink too much, I guarantee you'll go pee more, right? And that's an easy thing to handle. Some people, I don't like to pee, Sam. I don't like to go to the bathroom. And I say, well, is there anything in the bathroom, specifically anything in the toilet that you want to keep? Because this is how your body gets rid of junk. If you don't allow your body to get rid of junk, then your body's going to hold on to the junk. Okay? So your body is a machine. The machine has input, the machine has output. If you put in all this stuff in, but it can't leave the body, then the body's going to get very big, right? And so that's an issue. And so for me, it's just drink a lot of water, go pee a lot, and stay healthy. Or you can drink a lot of this, go drink a lot of this, and then go to the pharmacy a lot and then get insulin a lot. I don't know. It's just, for me, it's an easy choice. But some people, they're addicted to this, and it's funny because a lot of people give me health advice. They give me, oh, Sam, you should eat this, you should try this, you should try that. And I said, well, are you healthy or are you sick? Oh yeah, well, I have this disease. Okay, then why you give me advice?
Yeah.
If you're sick, why are you giving me advice? I'll take advice from a 100-year-old lady as opposed to a 35-year-old doctor.
True.
The 100-year-old lady has results. The 35-year-old doctor has a degree. Right? I'd rather get results than a degree. Right? And I speak very frankly to doctors, and I say, you might be smart, but if you're so smart, how come you take so many pills? Right?
Yeah.
And so, but we have to get back to common sense. There's no more common sense on this planet. And that's a scary thing. Very scary thing. Okay.
There is one question, Sam. Somebody asked, most customer ask, why should we invest in the device if they can get antioxidant from fruit?
Okay, yeah, you can get antioxidant from fruit, but the fruit now is sprayed with a lot of chemicals, right? we don't buy fruit with worms and defects. We have to buy pretty looking fruit. The fruit has to look good. If it doesn't look good, we don't buy it, right?
Yeah.
And so they spray a lot of chemicals on our food to make it look good, so the bugs don't eat. So when we eat that fruit, you know, when the bug eat that fruit, the bug dies, right? Because they spray chemicals, right? So if the bug dies when it eats it, why are we eating it?
Mm.
True. So when we
Yeah,
eat these chemicals
yeah, great.
over time,
And I think we have to eat so much fruits and vegetable,
yeah, we have to.
similar to Kangen water. If you want to take antioxidant from fruits and vegetable, we need to eat 8 to 10 kg fruits vegetable, which is not possible for everyone on regular basis.
Yeah, right. So here's the thing. So there's a question that says how often should one use 11.5 to cure cardiovascular disease, and what quantity and frequency, right? There's a question. First of all, we don't cure anything. We do not cure. Okay, so you cannot use the word cure. That's an illegal word. Okay, we detoxify the body. Only two things cure: your immune system and Mother Nature. Okay, everyone else is trying to sell you a pill or a shot or a vaccine, whatever. There's only two things that cure: your immune system and Mother Nature. And so you have to protect your immune system by getting the chemicals out, and you have to spend more time in Mother Nature, eat more natural things. Don't eat McDonald's, right? Because that's unnatural. Okay. Right?
Yeah. Sam, there
So
is a caution on machine that kidney patients should not take this Kangen water. So what is the reason behind that?
so kidney, the kidney processes all the water in the body, right? So any kind of water, whether it's tea or bottled water or whatever, soda pop, any kind of beverage, any kind of liquid has to be processed by the kidney. So that warning about not drinking Kangen water because you have kidney disease, that's not specific to Kangen. That's to any kind of water, right?
Okay.
Because you have a kidney disease, kidney processed water, kidney filter water. If you have kidney disease, any kind of liquid is going to be a problem. So you have to be very careful with the amount you drink. But if you can only drink, because you have to be careful of your water, would you put the best water or would you put polluted water for your kidney? For me, I would put the better product because my kidney's already having issues. So I wouldn't drink this, and I definitely wouldn't drink this, right? No way, because my kidney's already in and this, no way. I would not do this for my kidneys. This would be a bomb for my kidneys. And so the only thing that I've seen working that very effectively is this, right? This water, right?
So I think it's personal choice. We should not recommend anyone. We should not recommend. It's a personal choice.
Yeah. I mean, if your kidneys, if your kidneys are already having problems, do you want to put something polluted or something not polluted in your body?
Yeah.
I'd rather put something not polluted, right? And protect my kidneys, And so that's what we're thinking about. That's what we want people to understand is that we don't want to cure you once after you're sick. We want to keep you healthy while you are healthy now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Company doesn't allow to drink 11.5 pH, but sometimes killing cancer, not people book. The director is written about 11.5 pH. So somebody is asking 11.5 pH water to like cure or prevent cardiovascular disease. So on what quantity and what frequency? So should we recommend in some specific cases 11.5 or not?
Yeah. So everything we do has risk, right? So if there's a risk in not doing something, there's a risk in drinking this, there's a risk in drinking this, there's a risk in drinking, anything. But for me, the lowest risk is drinking water for my health, right? So for 11.5, I don't say that it cures cancer. I don't say that it cures anything. We don't cure, okay, guys? What we do is we get the chemicals out that cause cardiovascular disease, okay? So why does one person have cardiovascular disease and another person doesn't? What's the difference between the two? What they eat and drink, right?
Yeah.
It could be genetic, right? But genetic is there's something above genetics that's called epigenetics. Epigenetics is above genetics. That means our habits. If we smoke, right, we're gonna turn on the gene for lung cancer. Okay, but what happens if we quit smoking? Oh, we reduce our risk, right? So what happens if I stop drinking this and I start drinking this? I reduce my risk,
Yeah, very true.
right? I reduce my risk. It's like putting a seatbelt on when you drive. You reduce your risk. Okay. And so some people think it's too risky to drink water. And I say, okay, then just, I don't know, go to the hospital. You know, if you don't believe in simple, then go to the hospital, believe in complex. It's okay. Right. This is what I do, what we do. We only share for the people that are ready. The people that are not ready, they need to spend more time. Right.
So Sam, do you recommend 11.5? Should we drink if I am healthy? Suppose I am healthy person. So should I drink every day a little quantity of 11.5? Is it help to me or no need to drink?
Yeah, I mean, it could help, but you're dealing with diminishing returns, right? So if you are already healthy, just keep doing what you're doing, right? If you you know, you need a little boost, let's say you have too much stress in the holidays, or you know, you got a deadline at work or something, and you know, you haven't been getting enough sleep. Yeah, it could help, right? But the best practice is to not get sick in the first place. Just do what you're doing to stay healthy. And so if this is helping you a lot, keep doing it. Right.
Yeah.
But it could help. I know that company doesn't really recommend it, but I've seen so many people have good results drinking the 11.5. Right. But the problem with humanity is sometimes we do too much of a good thing. You know, humans, we think vitamin C is good, right? And so we juice the oranges and we make orange juice, right? And we drink a big glass of orange juice. And that has so much sugar, right?
Mm.
And it's not good for you, right? You wouldn't sit down and eat 10 oranges. That's too much oranges, right? But what you'll do is you'll buy a container with orange juice on it. This used to be an orange juice container, right? And then you drink the whole bottle, which is too much sugar. And so humans, we have a tendency to do too much. We think something is good, so we think 100 or 100 times of good must be better. That's not true. Not true at all. Right? It has to be in moderation. It has to be in balance. Balance is good. Out of balance of any kind is not good. Okay? So.
That's great. That's great, Sam. That's great. Thank you so much for your this valuable answer and valuable information. So, guys, do you have any other question and you want to talk to Sam directly? We have, I think, already we have taken more than 1 hour. So, I think we can take 1 or 2 questions within 2 to 5 minutes. So, guys, do you have any question? You can raise your hand or you can type on chat. Yeah.
Seltzer. What's the benefit of seltzer or the Fitzwater, right? So let's see here. Oh, I'm going to show you guys something here. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, so can you guys let me see here. I'll take 1 cup. You guys can see this cup here?
Yes, bro.
Can you guys see this cup?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So I'm gonna take some Kangen water here, okay? Okay. Take some Kangen water here, and then I have a pH drops. What do I do with my pH drops? Okay, here it is. My pH drops, okay? Okay, so you see my purple Kangen water? Okay. So seltzer water, Fitz water, is carbon dioxide, right? Carbon dioxide water, right? So I breathe in oxygen, I exhale carbon dioxide, right? And so this is how you make seltzer water, right? You put carbon dioxide into the water. True? So you see this water here? So I'm going to make carbonated water. I'm going to make Fitz water. You guys see it?
Oh.
It changed from purple to acid, right? It changed from alkaline to acid, right? So my body got rid of acid. My body throw away acid, and I blow it down the straw, and the acid go into the water. So then I make Fitz water, fizzy water, right? This is Perrier. This is club soda. This is, this is the right? When you go like this, right? I don't know if you guys can hear this. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
That's the carbon dioxide. So why would you put into your body what it throws away? I don't think anyone would drink their own urine, right? True?
Yeah.
That would be kind of gross. No one would drink their own urine, right? If you don't want to drink your own urine, why do you want to drink back the carbon dioxide that your body gets rid of? Carbon dioxide is a waste product. If you drink waste product, you're going to be very sick, right? So I don't recommend drinking carbonated water, just like I don't recommend drinking your own urine, because it's a waste product. Okay? So hopefully that's helpful for you guys.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I can just summarize something. Okay. So I'll summarize for you guys here that we have some very serious challenges on our planet, right? They are physical health problems. They are financial problems. They are spiritual problems. Those are the three jails that trap our society: physical health, financial health, and spiritual health. Well, those are the things we're trying to address, right? Now, some people can't even address the physical health with the simplest thing. Will drinking this help them with their physical health? Yes, it will, right? Very simple. But
Yes.
will they do it? They won't do it because they're worried about money. They won't do it because they've been conditioned by Western medicine to believe something, right? So if they don't do it, then it's too late, right? So I think on this planet, it's too late to try and find the people to try and convince them. For me, that's a personal waste of my time. I don't want to convince people. I'm not a salesman. I'm a scientist, right? If you don't believe in simplicity, then go do the complex, right? But we have a very, very serious problem on our planet. It's called pollution. Okay, and if we don't address it for ourselves, if we don't save ourselves, then we can't save other people. So that's why, in order to do this work, I have to be very healthy. I have to have a lot of energy, right? I have to have a clear mind, right? How can I do that if I'm drinking and eating junk food, right? And so I have to have a special, I have to have a secret that I use. And my friends ask me, what is my secret? And I tell them this, right? And some of them believe me and some of them don't, right? Good for the ones that believe, good luck to the ones that don't, right? And so we have a very, very big mission. I'm on a mission to help people around the world. And so this is what we need to just share this message, right? Because it's the truth. It's simple, okay? So, all right, so what else? Is that it, guys?
Brother, one more question. Many times it has been already answered, but as the participant want to ask you directly. So he's asking, can we take the medicine through the Kangen word? So I
Yeah,
suggested
so-
him to use the neutral water. So please
Yep.
correct that.
Yeah. We actually recommend people to take the neutral water for their medication, because medication has to dissolve slowly, right? It's called time release, right? So when you drink Kangen water, maybe it will dissolve too quickly, and then you might get too much medication, right? So you want to take a pH 7 and neutral water, and then wait 15-20 minutes, right? And then continue with your Kangen water, right? So that's a very good question, right? But eventually, because we're drinking so much Kangen water, we will get all the chemicals out, and then hopefully you can cut back your medication.
If
The
whether somebody
medica-
by mistaken taken the medicine through the Kangen 9.5 pH, so then what will be the happen?
It might dissolve too quickly. It depends. It depends on the medication. But the goal here is not to need medication over time, right? So you have to work with your doctor and say, doctor, my goal is to reduce my medication. I know maybe your goal is to not reduce my medication, but my personal goal is to reduce my medication and have zero medication in time, right? But the recommendation here is drink pH 7 neutral water for your medication, and then wait 15-20 minutes, and then you can resume your Kangen water. Okay.
Brother, do you have any special PPT for the water protocol that we can find out the questions, what kind of patient and what kind of customer, we can say what kind of age person should drink this kind pH water?
Oh, so what protocol? I
Yeah.
usually start someone on 8.5 water for 1 week,
Okay.
and then week number 2 move them up to 9.0, and then week number 3 move them up to 9.5, and then they stay there. They stay there for 30 days, and that's the protocol, right?
If we are
Because it
giving
takes-
them water on the trial basis, so then how many days we can do that?
I usually do it 30 days, 3 weeks,
Okay.
4 weeks, somewhere around there. Because it takes a while to get the chemicals out of someone's body. You think about it, like, I'm 50 years old, right? So I started eating, right? I started eating pretty early in life, right? I think we all did, hopefully, right?
Mhm.
But once you start eating, you start accumulating modern chemicals, right? So we have a lot of chemicals. So it takes you a little while. It's not a pill. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a get healthy quick scheme. This is something that you build and you keep for a long time, right? So there's no speed here. Speed is what been sold to us. Western medicine says take some pills and we'll solve everything. Well, that's too fast. That doesn't work like that. Health is a choice. Health isn't a band-aid. Health is a choice, a daily choice.
Brother, may I ask you one thing? We have been already taken more than an hour from you and from your valuable time. How much time you can give us more by today? Either we can schedule this meeting for the, as we have been discussed already. So I'll be, invite you, and I love to be you here on the every month around 2 times, which we have been already discussed. So
Yeah. We can do that. And I want to help protect the ship. I want to help protect the company, because we are representatives of the company,
yeah.
and we cannot say things that can put the company at risk.
So
If you say that you cure something, then you're not being truthful. We don't cure disease, you guys. Okay, and so we help people get the toxins out that cause disease, right? And so we don't cure anything. So we help people when you get these toxins out, the symptoms of toxicity go away. And so we have to be very careful of that. So yeah, I'd love to help you guys every couple of weeks. We do one of these presentations or have a Q&A session. But I want to help address
We
some of the-
enjoyed this session a lot, Brother Sam. And with your permission, and if anyone have any other questions, so please type your question into the chat box. Either you can raise your hand. Either we are going to wind up this meeting, and we will be definitely having this session again on the 27th of November. After I will take the permission from Brother Sam, so I'll be conduct that. So,
right.
Santosh sir, please take care.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Sam. Thank you so much for today. Yeah,
Mhm.
you have done a tremendous job for us. Yeah, you have solved so many query, and I hope everybody got value from today's session. So guys, if you got value, you can type value in chat box, and we can clap for Sam, because
Thank you,
he
guys.
has given his
Superb,
valuable
superb,
time.
superb.
So thank you, Sam. Love you a lot. So
And yeah, so I appreciate you guys. And I know that it's late over there, but I appreciate you guys staying up and learning all of this, right? Because this is mission critical. This isn't a job that we do,
yeah,
right? This is a calling, this is a passion, and I feel like I was chosen for this, because there's not many scientists inside Kangan. There's not many people that we used to work in the pharmaceutical world, right? But for me, I had this near death experience. I saw the afterlife, and so I came back, and this is my chosen path, right? And so we have to do this, because if we don't do this, the planet's going to be in big trouble. Well, the planet's already in big trouble. We need to do something big about this, okay? So, but thank you very much for your time.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's great. That's great. That's
Okay.
great, Sam. And time to time